over this sheet and another mono. So with me on number 5. It says if long floppy ears, capital L, is dominant over short spiked ears, lowercase l, and you find a puppy with long floppy ears, how could you determine the puppy's genotype? Well, if he has long floppy ears, he has 2 possibilities. It could be big L, little l, or big L, big L. We don't know just by looking at this puppy if he's going to be homozygous dominant or heterozygous. So how would I be able to find out if this puppy is one of these genotypes? Well, there's really 2 ways. Number one is you could look at his or her offspring. Okay, you can see what type of children it is producing, or you could find the parents. Okay, if I look at the parents, and let's say mom had the short spiked ears, and dad had long floppy ears. Well, if there were short spiked ears from mom, then I would know that mom had the genotype of lowercase l, lowercase l. Doesn't really matter the genotype of dad. Dad could have been big L, little l, or little l, little l. Okay, but what gene or allele did the puppy get from mom? Got that little l, so I could determine by looking at mom that the puppy would have been heterozygous, big L, little l. If both the parents were long floppy ears, it'd be a little bit harder to determine. I wouldn't exactly be able to know because mom or dad could have still had that genotype, which I would then need to go look at the puppy's offspring. So really the best way to answer that question is to just say, hey, I need to take a look at mom or dad, or I need to look at the offspring that he produces to see whether he has the correct genotype. Number 6, tongue rolling is a dominant trait, capital R. Can a husband and wife that are not able to roll their tongues produce a child that is able to roll his or her tongue? If you're not sure what a tongue roll is, I'm not going to do it for you because it's probably kind of gross to watch somebody do it into a camera. But basically, turn your tongue into a little circle. Okay, so tongue rolling. If mom and dad cannot roll their tongue, what is the genotype of mom and dad? Mom and dad are both lowercase r, lowercase r. They are homozygous recessive. Can they produce somebody that can roll their tongue? Well, you guys could probably guess this just by looking at it, but if I were to do this, put it square, what is the only thing that mom and dad are going to be able to produce? There's a 100% chance that mom and dad will produce children or offspring that cannot roll their tongue because the only allele that they can pass down is the lowercase r. Okay, last monohybrid question, at least on this worksheet, and I'll probably do some more on some other worksheets later. Or if I need to, just let me know. A couple is about to have a baby. The father is heterozygous for eye color, and the mother is homozygous recessive. What is the probability the baby will have brown eyes? Well, capital B brown, lowercase b blue. It says the father is heterozygous. So if the father is heterozygous, he must have brown eyes. Mom is homozygous recessive, which means she must have blue eyes. Okay, what is the probability that the baby will have brown eyes? So let's do this little Punnett square. There you have it. What is the probability? Well, it is a 50% probability, or 1 out of 2, or 2 out of 4, however you want to say it, that the child will have brown eyes. Remember, anytime you do a Punnett square, it does not tell you exactly what will happen. It gives a probability. So every time this couple has a child, there's a 50% chance that it'll produce a child with brown eyes, or a 50% chance that they'll have a child with blue eyes. It does not say, hey, every time they have 4 babies, 2 of them are going to have brown and 2 of them have blue. It just predicts the outcomes. It is a prediction or the probability that something will occur.